Frank?
Oh, hey.
What are you doing here? Where are we?
Yeah, I don't know. I just woke up here a couple hours ago.
Season's greetings.
Rodney, untie us now.
Oh, I will. But first we're gonna have a little Christmas party. Now sing, or I'll leave you here to rot. Deck the halls with boughs of holly. Okay, enough. Ian, why don't you tell me about your favorite toys you got for Christmas as a child?
Rodney, I don't think...
Now!
Okay, fine. It's hard to believe that another year has gone by. But Christmas is just about here, and we've probably finished shopping for our loved ones by now. It was difficult for me to come up with a list this year. When you're an adult and there's some material object you want, you usually just go buy it. But when I was a kid, it was pretty easy to figure out what to ask for, because the corporate overlords told me. Today I want to talk about some of the most memorable toys I got for Christmas as a child, and what happened to them.
La tribu está preparada. El gran jefe ordena salir a su...
I've talked about it quite a bit on this channel, but I am a big Playmobil fan. One of my favorite videos we've done explored the history of the company. Take a look at that if you get a chance. I absolutely loved the American Indian set. Coming down the stairs, seeing that beautiful Yuletide wrapping paper concealing a box that was just for me, the tag reading "To Ian from Santa," ripping it open and finding a colorful set containing hours upon hours of entertainment. This set actually still resides at my parents' house. Well, sort of. The larger pieces have probably been lost to time, but my mom has this bin of old Playmobil figures and parts. It's like a junk drawer for humanoid-looking pieces of plastic.
It's blasting into your galaxy, the Micro Machines Millennium Falcon!
The penultimate choice has got to be the Micro Machines Millennium Falcon. There were some toys that I got on Christmas as a kid that I would be sick of by the time dinner rolled around. This was not one of those. I played with this thing all day and probably every day for the next few months. There's so much detail, and a lot of the interior is movie accurate. It even has the little chess table. The figures it comes with are super cool too. Chewie, Lando, and Han can all sit in the cockpit or at the chess table. And look at that mini Y-Wing. And those rockets, yeah, they actually fire. The story of what happened to this one is a sad, dark tale. Without consulting me, my mom took it to a thrift store and left it there like common street trash.
Wow. You really call me street trash? That is a derogatory term. I might not be a part of that community anymore, but I will sue on their behalf.
No, I meant like trash, like literal trash. And I wasn't talking about you. I was talking about the toy my mom threw away. Okay, to be fair, I don't actually remember how it happened, but my mom probably did consult me, and I probably said I didn't care. But that doesn't change the fact that it ended up at a thrift store. Merry Christmas, Mom. I'm finally admitting that it wasn't your fault. I've thought about repurchasing this one on eBay. You can get a complete set for about $70. I don't know, maybe one of these days. Micro Machines came out with another Millennium Falcon in 2015 for the release of The Force Awakens. I do have this one and it's pretty cool, but the interior is an outdoor landscape. They've done this with a lot of sets, but I think it's cooler when it's the actual inside of the ship.
This is Zordon calling White Ranger and White Tiger Sword.
The 1996 holiday masterpiece Jingle All the Way, in which Arnold Schwarzenegger tries to track down the most popular toy as last minute as possible, was based on the Cabbage Patch Kids and the Power Rangers toy crazes. The author of the original script was inspired to write it when he saw his parents go out right at dawn to get a Power Rangers toy for his son. Now, I'm not sure what exact toy it was, but I'd like to imagine it was the White Tiger Zord with the White Ranger figure. My mom claims that she had about just as hard a time finding this as Arnold did finding Turbo Man. Does that mean my mom had to run from the cops and punch a reindeer in the face? Probably not, but I hope so. These early Power Ranger Zords were amazing. They all would transform just like they did in the show. The White Ranger that's included in the package is really cool too, complete with his shield and sword. The coolest Power Ranger and the coolest toy. So did this one survive my childhood? Unfortunately not, and it had a much worse fate than that of the Millennium Falcon. I went through what some might call a destructive phase. Okay, everyone would call it a destructive phase. I discovered that I enjoyed smashing toys with a hammer. What fun! But yeah, none of my original Rangers survived this period of time. However, there is redemption here. When my wife and I were dating, she found the complete White Tiger Zord set for me for Christmas, and she got it for a pretty darn reasonable price. Nowadays, it can go for up to $280. Even just the box goes for about $50, but I'm glad to have this one back. In fact, I have all the Ranger toys I had as a kid, and more. I'd like to end this video by asking what advice I would give my younger self. I would start with saying, don't get so hung up on a specific toy. And look, I know that goes against human nature itself. Even adults do this with things way more stupid than toys. Like cars. Cars are dumb. And yes, there is something beautiful about a parent going out of their way and doing as much as humanly possible to get their kid a toy. It's just that there are so many kids out there that would be so grateful for the most simple dollar store toy or something from Toys for Tots. You don't need the big flashy thing. There are plenty of other options. Oh yeah, and don't smash what you do have with a hammer.
Santa!
Hello, children.
Santa, get out of here. This has nothing to do with you.
Now run!
Let's go. Gotta get out of here.
Rodney, why do you keep trying to ruin Christmas? It seems your yearly tradition is to kidnap people.
You know why. I never got that Cabbage Patch Kid I asked for every year.
Do you really need me to explain why you didn't earn that toy?
Well, no.
Perhaps you will find it under your tree next year.
You mean it, Santa?
We'll see. You'll have to change your ways. Perhaps even consider working for me at the North Pole.
I think I could handle that.
I know you can.